Andy Pilgrim with Automobile Magazine, and welcome to another edition of A Pro Racer's Take. Today, or this evening I should say, at NCM Motorsports Park, I have the Toyota GR Supra Launch Edition, and when the sun comes out tomorrow, I'm certainly looking forward to taking this on track. Okay, here we are. So we're working late at NCM Motorsports Park. It's freezing in here now. Winter is coming, so I have the beanie cap on. The hood's pretty light. It's a large hood and it's actually quite light. Under the hood, engine, 3-liter inline 6 with a twin scroll turbocharger. It produces 335 brake horsepower between about 5,000 and 6,500 RPM and 365 pounds-feet of torque between 1,600 and 4,500 RPM. This engine, the torque number is good, and it does pull. You really feel it pull from low down. It's a good engine. Toyota's done a nice job of keeping weight out of the Supra as far as I'm concerned. It comes in at a shade under 3,400 pounds, which is fairly light these days at 3,397. And it runs on the Michelin Pilot Super Sport tires, front and rear, 255/35/19 front and a 275/35/19s in the rear. The front rotors are 348 millimeters and the rear rotors are 345 millimeters, very close to being the same. And it runs Brembo calipers front and rear. I hadn't seen the Supra live until this one showed up at NCM Motorsports Park about 2 days ago, and I think it looks fantastic. From the front, which looks really racy, to the longer hood, to the roof line, and all the way to the back with like the faux diffuser and the way it's sculpted into the back. I just really like what they've done with the design of the car. It's great. So all right, let's check out the interior, right? You kind of have to watch your head a bit when you're getting in. You know, if you don't want to knock off the top of your beanie hat, right? Always like to talk about the interior with these cars that we get to test. The seat on the Supra, so far, very, very comfortable. I really like the steering wheel. We've got sort of a minimal number of buttons on the wheel, which I also like. So apart from the regular stuff up on the 8-inch screen or the command center down here, for me, I'd go into my vehicle because I can basically mess with some of the displays, and I can also mess with driver settings as far as the suspension and sport and things like that. So fun stuff is over in the center console here. So let me fire up the engine, which sounds good. Turning off traction control is here, the sport system here, which gives us a more aggressive gear shift and a different steering, and it's all customizable on the screen. So you can't put it in sport with the door open. We just found that out. So we close the door, and then if you put sport in, now the exhaust notes change, right? Yeah, now we can have some fun. Listen to that. Got any neighbors you don't like? Awesome, right? So even though I'm sitting still, I put the seatbelt on just to show there's a serious practicality about this car. Yes, it's a 2-seater car, but it has some serious storage in the back, really good for touring stuff, yeah? So if I'm the passenger and whatever, seatbelt's on, I can reach back up here. So it's pouring down with rain. You don't have to get out of the car, go to the back of the car, get your raincoat out. It's there. If you want some water, you want a sandwich or something, it's right there. And you can get under here and get back in here again if you want to grab something, and you can make it accessible for going along. I think that just is a nice added feature. So in the back of the Supra, we have a hatchback, I guess, 2-door hatchback, and you have this privacy cover. So if you do that, you actually, it covers it up, pulled down. Pretty substantial, actually. You can put a lot of stuff on here. To get it out, not too difficult. You fold it, pull it back, then you basically drop that down, slide it, twist it. You kind of have to look at the manual to figure that out. Took me about 10 minutes the first time. There we go, don't kill it. All right, and there's a pretty big hole in here. There's quite a bit of stuff. You can get golf bags and things in there, no problem. And bigger than I thought, actually. Think I can get in? I'm asking the cameraman, not you guys, obviously. Okay, I'm gonna try. Let's see. Why not? For fun. Try and get in. It's actually not bad. Yeah, look at that. Okay, try it. Hopefully it doesn't smash my head. But... Oh yeah, it's not bad. Oh, I'll be over the keys. You're gonna get me out? Oh, thank you. Oh, hey, I have the keys. I got it. Oh, yeah. Oh, success. Escape. It's not bad. I mean, okay, I know. Ridiculous, but it's fun. There you go. Okay, it's time to take the Supra on track. I've been looking forward to this one. Starting a hot lap here in the Toyota GR Supra Launch Edition, hard braking into turn 1, over the curbs. Now you can see from the look of this one, we have a different aspect. Wanted you to see me driving the car, manipulating the steering wheel, hitting the brake pedals, all that good stuff. But you can see on the small screen, we get the normal head out shot. Coming down towards turn 4-5. Supra does accelerate really well. I like the noise of it, and the handling is superb. It's different handling to the BMW Z4. BMW did a different job with their car. The Toyota feels more supple, but still very, very controlled. The BMW feels stiffer, very racy. Bit of oversteer there, coming through turn 6, catching the car. Coming down through 7. The Michelin Pilot Super Sports do a super job. They're not super sticky tires, but they do a fantastic job of being consistent around the track, and I can easily control the slides. Getting over 100 miles an hour down into turn 10 is really good. Yeah, use a little bit more curb there, just carry the speed. Aggressively into deception there, a couple of corrections. The damping on the shocks on this car is fantastic. Over tabletop. Here we go. Flat through turn 15. Not lifting. No way. Then hard on the brakes. Hard on the brakes. Over the top. Catch a little bit at the top. Understeer. Just keep it on the edge of understeer through here. 17. You can see me sliding up, catching the oversteer a couple of times through 17. And here we are, patience through 18. And you still see me pull the wheel sometimes to upset the car to make it rotate a little bit. Down, up into 20. This is just nothing you can do here but just be patient. And now it's on, all on the gas. Flat, 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 flat. Onto the straightaway. Oh, under 220. That is a great time for this car. Great time with the power, the weight, and everything else, and the tires, fantastic. Under 220. As I say again, driving a BMW, take the M2 Comp or you take the Z4s, the suspension and the feel of the car is completely different to the Supra. It is a totally different driving experience. Great job. Toyota is a lot of fun around here. So I just managed to beat the rain, and we got the laps in with the Supra. We also got the corner shots that we love to do and had a bit of fun drifting the car. Before I go into sort of just a general conclusion, I do want to mention the fact that I've read a lot and heard a lot about this BMW Toyota content thing. To me, it shouldn't be a thing. From what I understand, Toyota wanted to stay true to some of its history with the Mark IV Supra. So the 2JZ engine, the straight 6 that they had in that car, was something they were looking for to talk about making a new Supra. So they went to BMW because they were basically the only ones that still had a straight 6. BMW weren't even sure they were going to produce another Z4. And Toyota said, we'll make a Supra, we'll be happy to use that engine, and we can maybe work together to put some parts together. We'll make ours a Supra, you'll make yours a Z4, and we'll end up with 2 cars instead of no cars, potentially, and it'll save costs. Great idea. So we see parts from other cars on lots of different manufacturers. They share parts all over this business. This car just hits all the buttons for me as being a super fun car and a brilliant 2-seater street sports car. Toyota, fantastic job with the new Supra.